Lucas, Sandman has been renewed at Netflix for a season 2. Thank God Almighty himself or Lucifer or whoever the hell has made this happen. Thank God. This is exciting news. Now, of course, we heard from the creator, what's his name?
Neil Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman, right? That said, when it was number 1 on Netflix for 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row. And he said, and then when it went off from number 1, he said, that wasn't enough, man. That doesn't guarantee us a second season. Netflix wants to see more, and we may have to shop this around and take this somewhere else. And as a guy who really passionately loved this series, I thought this series was awesome, really good. God, I love this series. I love Morpheus. I love the Dream character. I love Lucifer. I love their little battle. I could go on and on about the things I loved about this series. I love that, again, there was a lot of fresh faces, a lot of people I didn't know. I loved that. And I was just stunned to hear Neil Gaiman say such a thing, especially after it was, remained up there as the number 1 show on Netflix as weeks went on. And everyone I knew at the time was watching it and checking it out and enjoying it. So it was just a little bit of a confusing situation to think that it may not get renewed. But Neil Gaiman did leave the door open, saying that, hey, if it doesn't, we will move this. We will shop this around. We will shop the HBO Max. We will shop the whoever the hell, and we will try to get this renewed because we want to make more of this. So yeah, it looks like they're not going to have to do that. It looks like that Netflix is going to re-sign them for a third or for a second season. And again, this is super exciting news for me because again, I can't express to you how much I love this series. Happy to see it back on Netflix. I'm a subscriber on Netflix. Glad it isn't on something new that I have to go out and get a whole nother service again. I have enough services. I'm tired of having to get more. But yeah, and I want more Sandman. I want as much Sandman as I can possibly get. We got that bonus episode, The Dream of 1,000 Cats, which ended up being my favorite episode. I thought that episode was epically awesome. It had everything I wanted. I love cats. It was animated. Nobody's mouth moved. Everyone's voice was in their heads, just like cats' voices would be. It was awesome. And to think that, our world exists because of the things that happen in that episode are so awesome. So yeah, and that was the last thing we got. It was like this perfect thing, and then bam, just the Salt Bay, right? Just right on the end, just right off the elbow, just bam, there it is. Now what do you think? And it's like, damn, man, I was digging that, but now, damn, thank you, Salt Bay. So yeah, I'm super excited about this. I can't express enough how much I want to see this and how quickly I want to see it. I'm tired of having to wait 2 years in between The Boys or in between this. Give me television season by season like we used to do back in the day. I want more Sandman. This series was awesome. It was a lot of fun. And again, I'm really glad to see that it's back at Netflix and that I know that they were going to double the budget. That the Gaiman was talking about, hey, if we do a season 2, we're gonna need twice what we spent on season 1. And it was a pretty expensive series to create in the first place. So that's super exciting too. We're gonna get a lot of stuff, dude. We're gonna get a lot of crazy looking stuff, and I'm super excited about it. Lucas, you're hearing this. Have you had a chance to check out the Sandman series yet? If so, what are your thoughts on it? And then what are your thoughts on it getting renewed for a season 2?
Yeah, I actually just it's probably been a couple of weeks now, but you and Trevor and I had been talking about it. I went home and watched the first I want to say 3 or 4 episodes, and I had to put a pause on it, doing my own show and stuff like that. But now knowing this, especially, it's really making me. I'm probably gonna have to go home and start it over, honestly, because I would say those first 4 episodes, I loved them, man. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to. It just deserves it, man. Like I see why it took him so long to renew it for a second season, especially with the budget requests he's making. Because of course, that's going to take. That's going to go through some time. But man, Netflix, like this was, you said for 6-7 weeks, it was number one. Right. I mean, like, come on, you know what?
What does it take?
Right.
What do you want from us? Right.
So no, and I'm like, Neil Gaiman was the actual writer of the comic, right? And now he's the showrunner, I think officially or whatever. I just love that he was in that intermittent time when Netflix was, he was like, we are doing a second season.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah.
Right.
We'll see where we're at, whatever. And I love that because anything you want to know about me, I love when an artist is passionate about what they're doing, because that is when you make something spectacular. And he is on his way doing that right now with the second season. So I'm very, very, very stoked for it.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I couldn't be more excited. Like I really, 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 I love The Boys. I love Umbrella Academy. I love Lucifer. I love. What was it?
Stranger Things.
Yeah, sure. All of those things. But really, when I seen this, man, it jumped up pretty high on the top of that list. So can't wait to see more of this. I'm super excited. There's a lot of performers in this too that are new and don't have a lot of credentials but are amazing. And
Morpheus.
I want to see more of Envy, whatever. The actor that plays Envy. Brilliant. And love to see more. So yeah, can't wait. And I know that Envy will play a big role. If you've seen, the first season, obviously that Envy will play a pretty big role in the second season. And then we're probably gonna get, another Lucifer meet up with Morpheus, right? Because he's kind of waiting for that. That's obviously part of the second season too, as well. If I had one wish, in the whole entire world, it would be that somehow, some way, we could get Tom Ellis back to play Lucifer in this second season, and that we found out that old lady was just a mirage. She was just a mirage.
Lucifer is the devil,
right? Yeah, right. So he was just being deceitful, right? Of course.
Is it a he? Is it a she?
Right,
it's Lucifer, God.
Right.
It's an angel.
Right,
Right. It's a fallen angel. So why couldn't an angel appear as Tom Ellis as well?
For sure. For sure. Right. For sure. And yeah, so that's all I really want. I want Tom Ellis back as Lucifer in this series. Would have topped this off. The only thing that would have made it even more better is if somehow they would have got John Constantine and Keanu Reeves as John Constantine back and put him in there with that. God, this thing would have just blew my mind. But yeah, had a ton of fun with it. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited to see us. And I won't. I'm not going to. I demand it. Give it to me now, Netflix.
Well, I think the problem is that we are probably going to have to wait at least a year and a half, because they waited. I mean, when did it come out? October, September?
Yeah, it was just a couple months ago, right?
Right, but some season, especially back in the day when they did used to do year after year, like once they got renewed for season 2, they're expecting to go. You know what I mean? And so they can start to plan those things. Whereas now he's got to write. I'm sure he's got ideas, maybe even outlines for season 2, but now he's got to sit down and write it, work with all that. I mean, it is a long process.
Well, now he's got
not
the money to
budget.
Pay people to do it too.
Well, not only that too, but the money would also go to the effects and those. I mean, we know because the whole Marvel
very
dispute
effects
with
heavy.
them.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
exactly.
This is the
that takes
Lord of
time.
Dreams.
Exactly.
It doesn't get much more
Right.
effect heavy than the Lord of Dreams, guys. So, but yeah, again, super excited for this, guys. Let me know down in the comment section below what your guys' thoughts are on Sandman getting renewed for season 2. So happy that this is happening. Let me know also what you thought about Sandman season 1. Did you like it? Maybe you don't even care that season 2 is happening. Definitely let me know down in the comment section below.